Gujarat's Home Minister Harsh Sanghvi has said that the DNA samples of 22 more deceased has been matched in the aftermath of the Ahmedabad air tragedy. With this, the identification of 42 bodies through DNA sampling has been completed. The mortal remains of former Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani has also been identified through the DNA test. Officials from the US National Transportation Safety Board and the Federal Aviation Administration have examined the crash site. According to reports, the teams are assisting with the investigation. Air India has announced that it will provide an interim compensation of 25 lakh rupees each to the families of those who died in the crash, as well as to the sole survivor, to help meet their immediate financial needs. This would be in addition to the 1 crore rupee compensation support to the families announced earlier. The financial aid was confirmed in a post on Air India's official social media handle. In addition to the compensation, medical costs for those injured, including students at the BJ Medical College, will be fully covered.
To provide immediate financial support, Air India will be making an interim payment of 25 lakh rupees, or approximately 21,000 British pounds, to each of the families of the deceased and also to the survivor. This is in addition to the 1 crore rupees, or approximately 85,000 British pounds, already committed by Tata Sons.
Police have so far identified 31 victims of the Air India plane crash in Ahmedabad through DNA testing, and 12 families have claimed the mortal remains so far. The bodies, which have been identified through DNA testing, are being handed over to the families by the Gujarat government, and as many as 230 teams have been formed to coordinate with the victims' families. The high-level panel to probe the deadly crash is likely to hold its first meeting on Monday. The committee, headed by the Union Home Secretary, is expected to submit within 3 months its report detailing the causes of the accident. The ministry said in a statement that the panel will focus on formulating standard operating procedures, or SOPs, for preventing and handling such occurrences in the future.
It's the 4th day of the unfortunate crash of Air India 171 plane. Right at the site we are present on the 4th day, and as far as the scene outside the building is concerned, you can see the Gujarat police personnel doing something, working in the direction of coming to a conclusion of how the entire thing happened. They are working in the direction of clearing up the area, because the area is cordoned off since the accident happened. From then it has been cordoned off. No, people are not allowed to go beyond this point, and from the other side also people are not allowed to come inside beyond that point. So you can see the buildings, blackened buildings, and we hear that investigation agencies who we could show you in visuals yesterday from the top angle where the tail was stuck in the mess of the BJ Medical College hostel building. There you could see the tail. That tail has been removed, but the investigation agencies are still inside, and they're working in the direction of finding out the reasons for this crash. So the government had already said in its press briefing that investigation agencies have been formed, investigation teams have been formed rather. So AAIB is conducting the investigation. Then high-level committee of the center is also been formed, which includes a team of experts also who have been taken in the team. So they all will be conducting this investigation, trying to find out how and why did this crash exactly happened.
Thrust not achieved, falling, mayday, mayday, mayday. Those were the last words of Captain Sumit Sabharwal and his crew from the cockpit of Air India Flight 171, moments before the Boeing Dreamliner crashed in Ahmedabad in one of the deadliest air tragedies in India's aviation history. The Ahmedabad police confirmed the pilot's chilling distress call. The Aviation Ministry said that the pilots made the distress call after the plane failed to rise above 650 feet, but the Air Traffic Controller or ATC's response got no reply. The plane had crashed by then. The heavily fueled Boeing 787 Dreamliner crashed into BJ Medical College students' hostel in a residential area near the airport, exploding into a fireball that killed all but one. Some tragic news coming in from Uttarakhand, where in the early morning hours, a helicopter carrying 6 devotees crashed as it took off from Kedarnath helipad to go to Gupt Kashi due to bad weather on the way. The helicopter made a hard landing and was destroyed in the process. The place where this accident took place is a very remote area. There were 7 people on board, including the pilot, 5 adults and 1 child. The passengers in the helicopter were from Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat. NDRF and SDRF teams are on site in relief and rescue operations. Uttarakhand's Chief Minister Pushkar Dhami has expressed condolences for the loss of lives. The names of those on board are Rajveer, who's the pilot, Vikram Rawat, Vinod, Trishti Singh, Rajkumar, Shraddha and a girl called Rashi aged 10 years.
इनको गंभीरता से लेते हुए हमने तत्काल एक आपातकालीन बैठक बुलाई है और उस बैठक में निर्देश दिए हैं कि एक सख्त एसओपी बनाई जाए जिसमें किसी भी कीमत पर जो हमारे डीजीसीए के रूल हैं, मानक हैं, उनके मानकों के साथ किसी भी प्रकार का कोई भी ढिलाई न बरती जाए और जो उच्च हिमालयी क्षेत्र हैं, उच्च हिमालयी क्षेत्रों में चलने वाले पायलटों को उसका अनुभव हो, ये एविएशन कंपनियां भी सुनिश्चित करें। एक कंट्रोल एंड कमांड सेंटर यहाँ पर स्थापित किया जाए और जो इस घटना में दोषी हैं, जिनके कारण से घटना हुई है, उनको तत्काल उनके खिलाफ सख्त कार्रवाई की जाए और आज और कल 2 दिनों तक सभी एविएशन कंपनियां और डीजीसीए और यूकाडा और एआईबी सब मिलकर पहले एक बार पूरे आगे की हेली सेवा के लिए समीक्षा करें, तत्पश्चात ही हेली सेवा को चलाया जाए। आज और कल हेली सेवा नहीं चलेंगी।
आज दिनांक 15 जून 2025 को सुबह ये सूचना प्राप्त हुई कि आरएन एविएशन गुप्तकाशी से जो ऑपरेट करता है उसका एक हेलीकॉप्टर केदारनाथ से वापस आते वक्त, जिसमें 5 यात्री प्लस एक 23 मंथ का बच्चा और पायलट राजीव सवार थे। वापस आते हुए कुछ मौसम खराब हुआ जिसमें पायलट द्वारा उस हेलीकॉप्टर को वैली से बाहर निकालने का प्रयास करते हुए हेलीकॉप्टर गौरी कुंड से ऊपर क्रैश हो गया।
गोविंद सिंह चौहान अपने परिवार सहित रहते हैं। उनके बेटे राजवीर सिंह चौहान एविएशन के अंदर आर्मी में थे और अभी इनको जो अनऑफिशियल सूचना मिली है उसके अंदर इनका बेटे जो कि एक प्राइवेट कंपनी के अंदर पायलट थे और वो सुबह लगभग 5:30-6 बजे जंगल के अंदर उसका एक्सीडेंट हो गया और जो इनको इस तरह से अनऑफिशियल सूचना मिली है तो उसके आधार पे तो इनको अभी वो कंफर्म नहीं हुआ है, तो वहाँ से आगे से वहाँ के प्रशासन इनको कंफर्म करेगा, उसके बाद ही कुछ करेगा।
The Jammu and Kashmir police have conducted anti-terror raids at multiple locations in Poonch, and the raids have been underway in 8 locations in Sojian and adjoining areas. They say the police launched simultaneous raids as part of a crackdown to dismantle terror infrastructure and thwart attempts by Pakistan-based terrorists to use their contacts for motivating gullible youth to carry out subversive activities. It's a crackdown on terror infrastructure and terror sympathizers in Jammu and Kashmir by the Jammu and Kashmir police. Anti-terror raids underway across multiple areas in Poonch in Jammu and Kashmir. Simultaneous raids as part of a larger crackdown to dismantle terror infrastructure. The Indian Army has published a heartfelt compilation of letters from civilians expressing their unwavering support, deep admiration and gratitude for the Indian Army during Operation Sindhu. Their words, says the Army, echo pride, resilience and the enduring spirit of heroism that continues to inspire one and all. Take a look. Now, rescue operations are underway as a building collapsed in the Masani police station area in Mathura city. One person has been rescued so far and efforts are being made to locate those still trapped under the debris. NDRF and SDRF teams have been deployed.
बिल्डिंग कोलैप्स हुई है जहां हम लोग मौके पर मौजूद हैं। अस्पताल में सारी व्यवस्था कराई गई है। एम्बुलेंसेज हमारी यहां 7-8 खड़ी हुई हैं और एनडीआरएफ एसडीआरएफ भी रास्ते में है। फायर ब्रिगेड के लोग और हमारे नगर निगम के लोग, जिला प्रशासन के लोग सब रेस्क्यू में लगे हुए हैं। ये टीले पे बनी हुई बिल्डिंग थी। क्या कारण रहा है, क्यों गिरा है? सुबेरे मौसम भी खराब था, आंधी पानी आया, पानी तो नहीं बरसा, काफी तेज आंधी चली है। उन सब कारणों में बाद में जाएंगे। पहले ये हमारा बचाव कार्य ज्यादा जरूरी है और हम लोग इसको जितने भी लोग दबे हुए आशंका है उनको हम लोग ढूंढ रहे हैं और उनको बेहतर से बेहतर इलाज कराएंगे।
थाना गोविंद नगर में मसानी क्षेत्र में कच्ची सड़क पे यहाँ एक मकान बना हुआ था जो कि एक टीले पे बना हुआ था और उसमें अभी मकान के गिरने की सूचना प्राप्त हुई थी, जिसपे डीएम साहब यहाँ मौके पर उपस्थित थे। यहाँ राहत बचाव कार्य करवाया जा रहा है। हमारी फायर सर्विसेज की यूनिट यहीं पे रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन कर रही है। एक व्यक्ति को अभी निकाल लिया गया है, उनको हॉस्पिटल भर्ती कराया गया है, उनको अंडर ऑब्जर्वेशन रखा गया है। अभी उनकी स्थिति स्टेबल है, पर वॉच किया जा रहा है। जो बेहतर से बेहतर उपचार है वो हम लोग करवा रहे हैं और एनडीआरएफ और एसडीआरएफ की टीम भी मौके के लिए रवाना है, वो भी शीघ्र यहाँ पहुंचेंगी। बाकी शेष यहाँ सिविल डिफेंस, फायर सर्विस और स्थानीय पुलिस और प्रशासन की मदद से यहाँ राहत बचाव कार्य करवाया जा रहा है।
The incident occurred during an ongoing digging activity which is suspected to have destabilized the foundations of nearby residential structures. However, the exact reason behind the building collapse and the number of casualties or injuries are yet to be confirmed.
बहुत दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना है और हमारी जिला प्रशासन पूरी कोशिश कर रहा है कि रेस्क्यू कार्य पूर्ण हो। पहले प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि लोगों को इसमें जो भी आशंका व्यक्त की जा रही है, कुछ लोग इसके अंदर हैं, उनको निकालने का प्रयास किया जा रहा है, कुछ बच्चों को ऊपर से निकाला गया है। पहली प्राथमिकता ये है कि जितना जल्दी हो सकता है उनको हॉस्पिटलाइज कराएं, उनको जितनी जल्दी हो सकता है मदद देने का प्रयास चल रहा है। इनिशियली जानकारी मिल रही है कि ये इलीगल कंस्ट्रक्शन था यहाँ, उसमें जो भी दोषी होंगे, विकास प्राधिकरण हो चाहे नगर निगम हो, जो भी लोग होंगे उनके खिलाफ सख्त कार्रवाई की जाएगी, बख्शा नहीं जाएगा किसी को।
A girl from Nagpur suffered serious injuries after falling 30 feet during a zip line ride in Manali. The cable had reportedly snapped. The zip line cable snapped midway while she was riding, causing her to plunge several feet to the ground. The girl sustained multiple fractures in her leg and is currently undergoing treatment. The incident was captured on camera and has raised serious concerns over safety protocols at adventure activity sites. The family has alleged that there were inadequate safety measures at the zipline site. Caste-based atrocities in this day and age, strange but true, and this is actually happening in Karnataka. A case of caste-based abuse has been registered against 2 staff members of Shri Krishna Seva Shrama Hospital. They are Administrative Secretary Haridas Bhatt and staff member Manjunath. The complaint was filed by a ward boy and driver named Sriram at the Jayanagar police station in Bengaluru. According to the FIR, the incident occurred when Sriram had parked the hospital ambulance near the gate. Haridas Bhatt and another individual were reportedly engaged in a conversation at the same spot. Sriram was allegedly told not to come near them and derogatory caste-based language was used against him. They claimed they were observing religious rituals and are also alleged to have physically assaulted Sriram. They later subsequently approached the Jayanagar police station and filed a formal complaint. The case has been registered and an investigation is now underway. For people in the national capital, Delhi, there was some relief from the prolonged heat wave conditions early on Sunday morning as several parts of the city experienced light rainfall, thunderstorms and strong winds. There were sporadic reports of damage to infrastructure and property as a 100-feet tall mobile tower collapsed in South Delhi's Safdarjung enclave due to strong winds and rain. There were no casualties and no one was injured due to this collapse. According to the residents of the area, the incident occurred at around 4 a.m. when strong winds accompanied by rains hit the area. 2 people and a street dog died in Sector 1 of RK Puram due to electrocution. Several parts of Mumbai and Maharashtra experienced extremely heavy rainfall accompanied by strong winds in many areas, especially in Mumbai, in Andheri, Malad, Dahisar, Powai, Mulund, Ghatkopar, Vikhroli, Bandra and Mahim. Reports of landslides in certain areas have also come in from other parts of Maharashtra, including Ratnagiri. Ratnagiri witnessed heavy torrential rains disrupting normal life. The heavy downpour has caused damage to property in Ratnagiri as water entered several homes. Cracks were also visible on many homes. Around 7 to 8 houses in the area have been flooded. Now, meanwhile, the monsoons are back again after a brief dry spell in Goa and Karnataka. Heavy rains lashing both the states as the Indian Met Department forecast a red alert for these states in the next few days. Increased inflow into the Malaprabha River in Goa has caused roads to be swept away. Passengers travelling on road to Goa are now using alternate routes. Karnataka's Mangaluru is another region affected due to the heavy downpour. National Highway 169 is nearly blocked by landslides, causing traffic snarls on the Sringeri-Mangaluru road. Torrential rainfall lashed Mangaluru, where the collapse of a massive compound wall near Suvarna Lane was narrowly averted. An electric pole was completely destroyed and caused a short circuit as well. Incessant rainfall, meanwhile, battered several parts of Assam, including capital Guwahati. The city witnessed widespread waterlogging, disrupting daily life and causing major traffic snarls. The rains have relieved the citizens for several areas in Assam that had been enduring scorching heat for nearly a week. Moderate rainfall ranging from 1.1 centimeter to 1.9 centimeter was recorded. The administration has started the process of damage assessment at the affected locations and has urged citizens to remain alert. Now, News 9 spoke to Met Department scientist Akhil, who told us about the overall weather conditions across the country. A red alert has been issued for 2 days for Konkan, Kerala, coastal Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Goa, as they are set to receive some heavy rainfall. Listen in.
Regarding weather over India today, if you talk about southern parts of the country, then very heavy rainfall activity to extremely heavy rainfall activity is continuing, particularly over Konkan and Goa, coastal Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. With respect to rainfall activity in the forecast terms, we are expecting heavy to very heavy rainfall activity to continue with isolated extremely heavy rainfall activity over South Peninsular India and over Konkan and Goa. Exactly, if you talk about the warning, then red alert has been issued for Konkan and Goa, coastal Karnataka, Kerala, for next 2 days with respect to heavy to very heavy rainfall activity and also isolated extremely heavy rainfall activity. When we are saying extremely heavy rainfall activity, it means the rainfall is expected to be more than 20 centimeter in 24 hours. We are also expecting heavy to very heavy rainfall activity over Madhya Maharashtra, interior Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Ghat areas of Tamil Nadu are also expected to receive extremely heavy rainfall activity during next 3 days, 16th to 17th.